Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about the importance, if you're a serious lifter, of finding a way to eventually have a home gym. Unless you happen to train at a very serious strength training gym, and if you do happen to train at a very serious strength training gym, they are never going to close because of things going on out there. They tend to stay open no matter what. Right? They tend to stay open in spite of these things because they know that their people are serious and they're going to want to show up. And usually the ownership and management tend to be very serious lifters and strength athletes and things, and so they'll tend to stay open. But we're dealing with this coronavirus situation, and here's my frustration, and I'm kind of talking about it on my own private Facebook, where all my coach friends and all my clients and stuff can see stuff and discuss things. And I'm at a point where, as of the making of this video right now, I have 2 clients who cannot train. I have 2 clients right now who, because of gyms being actually closed, are unable to train. And I get it. I'm not one of these people who says, oh, this is some conspiracy theory and we shouldn't be worried. No, we should always be worried about a new virus. This is a new virus being introduced to populations. Yes, we should be concerned. Yes, measures should be taken. I actually agree with that. I don't believe that it's a big scare entirely. I think people are reacting in a way that's absurd. And I will say that closing gyms or closing local businesses over a virus that's not going to go away at this point, that's absurd. And when private gyms choose to close because of this, that's absurd. Okay, we're not dealing with immune compromised people for the most part. People who are regular gym goers are going to tend to be the healthiest members of society. Right? And the healthiest members of society are the least likely to contract anything. And they're the least likely to be carrying it with them because they're less likely to be sick. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but you have to be realistic about it. Okay, this is absurd to be closing gyms particularly, but it is happening. And actually, I'll say that to any of my clients, that their gym owner sees this. You know what? You're an idiot. If you close a gym and some of my clients can't train because you closed the gym over this, you're an idiot. You really are. This is not how we respond to this stuff. Yes, there's going to be government intervention. Yes, you should probably step up hygiene at your gym and wipe everything down. All right? You should have your employees spraying disinfectant, wiping things down. You need to have a policy probably at that point to where anyone showing up probably with a sniffly nose needs to probably leave that day. And you should probably make sure that gym members are wiping everything down, washing their hands. See, that's fair. That's reasonable in these situations. But closing gyms down is completely ludicrous. And unfortunately, I have multiple coach and trainer friends, also more so than my clients, because I have more coach friends than I have clients. I've only got 19 clients at the moment, and quite a few of them have home gyms. Some of them are kind of saying, yeah, I got a home gym, not a problem. They're like sending me messages in Messenger because they see my status. Right? They don't have an issue. No problems at all. Home gym. But I have coach friends who can't get to the gym. I have a friend right now. She's a personal trainer, and her income, because she's a full-time trainer, has been a personal trainer for 20 plus years. Her entire professional life has been a personal trainer. Okay. And her husband has a job and makes money too, but they do rely on her income to some extent. They have 3 children. She's missing work because they're closing gyms. Another coach friend who, same thing, she's already talking about getting depressed because she can't work out. And she's losing money because her clients aren't at the gym. She gets paid by the session. Again, people's livelihoods, and trainers and coaches, their livelihoods are dependent on this stuff. But then some of them can't even train themselves. Now, fortunately, I know some trainers who have home gyms that they coach some and train some of their clients at. They're okay. And I think that's something that people are going to need to think about and remember. If you're going to be a serious personal trainer, you better not be reliant entirely upon gyms. You might want to have at least a decent enough home gym to train clients at. If you're going to do face-to-face personal training, you probably need a home gym. Be a real good idea. Those of you who are serious lifters, you're going to need at least some stuff at home because these things happen. Right? We have different situations like this where gyms close down, these things occur, you're reliant upon stuff around you. It's like I had in Houston, we had all those, had floods a couple times. Right? We had these issues. Home gym matters a lot. When you have disasters that keep you from being able to leave home for a week, having at least a minimal home gym is a good idea. And every one of you need to be looking at that. And if you're listening to this channel, you're a serious lifter. And if you guys say, well, I'm a serious lifter, but I can't afford it. Well, you're not taking your lifting seriously enough if you aren't investing in your career enough to be able to build a home gym. You're probably still a hobbyist because you aren't established in your life yet. Right? Anything that you do is just a hobby. You're not serious about anything when you're still establishing your life. Right? You can't afford to have the space or have the equipment. You know, you're establishing your life still. But this is one reason we all need home gyms. Everyone, if you're going to be serious, at the minimum, you probably need a rack, a barbell, some plates. Right? You need some basic stuff. Maybe a bench. I'm not saying you need everything I have. But you need to have a bare bones minimum home gym. You know what else? It also lets you do certain sessions and things at home without having to deal with crowded gyms. Because this is a problem I have, even a lot of my clients and other people run into. Like, well, I can't run this program or whatever because of the crowds at my gym. Well, how serious are you about your training if you're going to a gym that's set up like that? Why can't you go earlier in the morning? And that's kind of the thing I point out to people too while we're on that topic of people who talk about being serious about their training. You can't make it to the gym at 5 in the morning. You can't find a gym that opens at 5 in the morning and go there before work. You'd be surprised how easy that is to do. A lot of people just choose not to. Okay? And a lot of really serious gyms, they'll give people, members, certain memberships or keys or whatever to where they can get in and train before the gym officially opens. By the way, I've seen that here in Houston and done that before. A lot of 24-hour fitnesses have decent equipment and they're set up with racks and stuff, and they're doable 24 hours. Okay, people have options. But if you're serious about training, truly serious, you might train earlier in the morning. And I've had a client who did that. He had to open the family business something like 6 or 7 in the morning. I forget now the exact time in his time zone. He used to go to the gym before that. He would train conjugate. He would go in and do max effort work, speed work, all that stuff before work, early in the mornings, and then go open the business up, let the employees in. Right? Training's a priority to you. You'll find a way to get in the gym during different hours. You will find a way, even if you have to adjust your sleep schedule to make it happen. And that's what we mean when we talk about being serious about our training. That's what someone does who's actually serious. Serious doesn't mean you buy a pre-workout and go scream beast mode. It means that you do the things that you need to do to get the training in that you need. That means finding a way to train at 5 in the morning if you have to be at work at 6:30 or 7 and you can't deal with the crowds in the afternoon. It means doing some of your harder sessions maybe on weekends. Being at the gym at 5 a.m. on a weekend. Right? 6 a.m. on a weekend. Right? That's when you know that you're serious about your lifting. Invest in a home gym to not deal with some of these issues. That's when you know that you're serious about your lifting. And when you're serious about your lifting, you plan for these contingencies, guys. This is stuff that we have to do. And if you're serious about your lifting, you go find a way to make extra money to get the things that you need. Right? Serious training is a commitment. It's a commitment. And it's worth it in my opinion. That's my opinion. It says me. You might disagree. But It's times like these where everyone who can should build a home gym. And I've already got clients looking at it right now because of concern, saying, man, I'm looking at racks, maybe a bar, some plates. I got a couple of them doing that too. That'd be a real good idea for a lot of you. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.